My name is Jiaoying Summers. Don't worry about pronouncing Jiaoying. My iPhone auto-correct Jiaoying to annoying. People also ask me, why don't you have a Chinese last name? I had one before I got married. I was a hoe. Hi guys, I'm Jiaoying Summers. Welcome to Tiger MILF Podcast. I am so excited about this week's guest. She is absolutely my idol and all the Asian girls' idol. She is a godmother of pride and joy and just be proud of an Asian American woman. Are you ready for the one and the only, Mei Lee?
Oh my gosh, what an intro. Thank you.
Also, Mei Lee means beautiful in Chinese.
It does.
It does.
I know, but
Your
I'm
name
Korean.
is so beautiful.
I'm Korean, but me is in Korean. It also means beauty. So same character.
Same character. That's beautiful. That's great. Yeah.
Thanks, Jiaoying. It's so good to be here.
I didn't know you were Korean.
Yeah. Did you think I was Chinese? Because of my name.
I think you are Chinese or Chinese Korean.
No. Fully Korean. I mean, I was born and raised, for the most part, here in the U.S. We did move back to Korea for a few years when I was very, very young. Mm-hmm. So actually, my first learned language was Korean. Then we moved back, and I didn't speak any English as a small child. So,
wow.
But, I mean, I picked it up pretty quickly because I was so young.
That's good.
But
That's good.
So no, totally Korean. I still speak some Korean. It should be better, but,
I think it's... learning English is such a huge culture in Asian culture. If we are not in America, in Korea, sure. Japan, or China, like if a kid English is very good, it means that they have a good education, like everything's great, and it's just so much pressure learning English.
For sure.
My daughter is 2.5. My mom's like, your daughter is so much smarter than you. She's only 2.5. Her English is better than yours.
Oh, no.
I'm like, what? Mama, she's American. She's American. She was born in America.
Yeah,
My mama goes, but she's been learning English for 2 years. You learn for 33 years. Her English is better than yours. She's smarter than you.
Come on. Let's be real. When you learn a language as a kid, it's so much easier, right? Trying to learn a new language as an adult is almost impossible, because I lived in Japan as an adult working as a journalist. I lived in Hong Kong as a journalist. I tried to pick up Japanese. I tried to pick up Chinese. I failed pretty miserably, especially Chinese. I mean, by the time I got to Hong Kong, I'm like, if I try to learn another language, my head is going to explode. So I gave up because I was trying to learn Cantonese, but then I was trying to learn Mandarin too. Oh, forget it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It just hit me. I really feel like, it's harder for adults to learn another language. It's not because we are more stupid than kids. It's because we are preconditioned to think the world of a certain way.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like when we educate our girls to not give a fuck when they are growing up. It's just so much easier for them to be the strong woman than we put them in a box. And then when they are 28, they're being abused their whole life. We're like, actually, you can say no. It's legal to say no when somebody wants to grab you.
Well, here's the thing. What's sad is as kids, we're so free, right? We don't care about being judged because we don't even know what that is, right? So kids are a lot freer about their expression.
I love that.
They'll kind of just say whatever the fuck they want, right? Because they don't know.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, society starts programming, kids as we grow up. The educational system, the media, all of that starts affecting us. And as we get older, we start becoming programmed by society. And then that box becomes smaller, right? And then girls, for sure, we get really fucked up with all these images from the media, all the educational system about what we're supposed to do, how we're supposed to behave. Then Asian girls and women, definitely we're put in a box as well because of all the stereotypes that exist.
Yeah.
Right? We're either like a dragon lady, or we're some subservient, hypersexualized, little sex kitten.
Yes.
So that messes all of us up as well. So yeah, I'm glad you're 2.5-year-old. I hope you're already starting to educate her this way.
Yeah.
She needs to be strong and empowered.
Yes. I think she was playing with Winston's truck and she said, I want all the trucks. I like trucks. My mom said, no, you play with dolls. I said, No, she can play whatever she wants. How about no girls like her? I said, then she play with the guys. I don't care. She do whatever she want. Like right now, she cannot be told that it's better if you play with the dolls.
Right.
You can play with anything.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the programming, right? That we try to force kids to be, what they're supposed to stay in their lane.
Yeah.
Right. And that can mess you up. Look, my mom told me that I had the tendency to use my left hand when I was a baby. Like I would grab everything with my left hand, and she didn't like that.
In Asian culture, we don't like it.
No, exactly. It's supposed to be really bad.
It's very bad.
So she kept on changing my hand, to the right hand. So probably I'm naturally left-handed, but she fucked me up and made me use my right hand.
Yeah, maybe you should be a pianist.
I could have been like a genius by now. No.
Something,
Actually, I was a pianist.
You were?
Of course, I'm Korean.
Yeah, every Korean is a pianist.
Every Korean has to play the piano and then play another instrument. So no, I actually competed with the piano when I was young. And then that wasn't good enough. So my mother made me pick up a second instrument. So I had to play the cello because I had to be part of an orchestra, right? I sucked at cello. I was okay at piano for a little while. Yeah. But that's, again, the Asian way of you got to play instruments, you got to get straight A's, which I did not, by the way.
Our achievement is what our parents talk to other people when they are having
of course.
food, when having dinner. That's what they talk about.
Of course.
My daughter, scored number 1. It's a competition.
Yeah.
Why can't you be more like your cousin?
Yes. Yeah. And so I'm 57. Okay. So I've been around for a while. And
I can't tell.
Thank you. And yet, even at 57, my mother still can push buttons that makes me feel like I'm a kid again. Right?
Yeah, that's
and
the power
makes
of
me
the Asian
feel
mom.
like, wait, you really? Maybe you can do better, right? She's always pushing me. I'm like, I'm 57 years old, But she really does know how to still push those buttons. It's amazing.
It's the Asian mom magic. They just know it.
Asian mom magic. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, it's an Asian mom magic.
I don't call it magic, but maybe black magic. It's
Yeah, yesterday my mom would do. She totally she can just say it. I was complaining like my marriage is so my divorce is so messy. I lost all the money and I have to do this and that. And she's like, "Well, you were dying to marry him, weren't you? Because you have no self-esteem. Because you have no self-respect." I'm like, "Mom, hello, I just bought you a Mercedes for Mother's Day. Can we just be happy for 2 weeks?"
Oh man, yeah, but they know how to, they know how to manipulate.
Yeah,
and look. I always say this. I try to give her the benefit of the doubt. I think Asian parents, especially Asian mothers, they want you to always do better, right? Yeah. That's the way they show their love.
Yes,
right. They're pushing you to be better because that's the way that you're going to excel. So that obviously makes them feel better. But children are everything in the Asian culture, right?
Yes.
That's why Asian parents have made all these sacrifices for us.
Yes.
And I do appreciate that. And I understand that the older I've gotten. But man, she still can drive me fucking crazy.
Yeah. It is, I think Asian moms, to a degree, I feel like Asian moms, they have the survival mode as an Asian woman from their mother.
Yeah.
And they felt if as a girl we do better, we can escape fate.
Yeah.
That if financially academically, financially, you do so much better, then you can escape that. If your husband's abusive, you can actually leave.
Yeah.
If things are not working out for you, you can actually be like,
you have an exit plan.
What? I don't like it.
Yeah.
But also, when you get divorced, she judge you. Like, well, you can't keep a man. But but in their mind, I think they feel like they didn't have what you have, and that they want you to do everything they wanted to do, but they couldn't do.
Yeah, for sure. And remember, look, a lot of Asians of that generation, they came from a lot of suffering.
Yeah.
A lot of struggle, right? Either war torn or poverty or colonization, like Korea was colonized by Japan for many decades. So because of that kind of suffering and background, of course they're going to want to, make the sacrifices for their kids to do better, right? And so I get it. I totally get it. But sometimes it's a a lot to handle.
I think it's so universal for us Asian girls because Tony is like, Tony, you are going to spend 21 days in Korea and Tokyo with your mom? Oh my God, so exciting. She's like,
Oh, this is Tony Ko, our friend.
Yeah, Tony's like, I will manage to make sure she's not mad. I'm like,
yeah, I know. We all have those stories, but I mean, you going back to what you said about, mothers training us so that we have an exit strategy.
I think they feel that's because
that's interesting. Because my mom, I remember when I was young, my mom said to me more than once on a couple of different occasions, don't ever rely on a man. You need to build your own life, have your career. And this is a woman who comes from tradition, right? But she's telling me as a young girl, she's already starting to tell me this.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, wow, that's so interesting. And it did affect me.
Oh, yeah.
Because, as you know, I just got engaged for the first time at the age of 57.
Congratulations.
Okay. But I think that has something to do with the fact that I kind of was programmed this way by my mom, thinking I have to focus on my career. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm not going to expect a man to take care of me, blah, 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 all that stuff. So in some ways, I think that had a psychological impact on me. And so that's why, again, for the first time, I'm engaged at 57. Never been married. That's
really amazing. And I feel like you just take your time and you develop.
I took a long time.
And your value, and you shine so bright, and you give so much to our community. I just feel like thanks to your mom. If it wasn't for her, you would be like, I'm so hot. Let me try a rich guy so he can abuse me. Instead, you give so much. You help so much.
Well, thank you for saying
our community.
that.
I inspire so many younger girls to not settle.
I hope so. And I think, I do feel like, speaking of fate, right? I think my fate has led me down this path that was not expected, right? I've been a broadcast journalist for 30 plus years, right? I was with CNN, CNBC, ABC. I worked for Oprah for a while. And so I was, on a pretty straight path. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would ever deviate and become this vocal activist for the AAPI community. That was never something that I sought and I expected, I planned for. But life is what happens when you're busy making other plans sometimes, as John Lennon once wrote, in one of his songs. And that's kind of what happened to me. And now I'm going down this path of, being an activist, vocal, but then also an educator, right? I all of a sudden became this professor. And so those are all things I never expected, but that's how I feel like I'm giving back and educating the next generation, which is really important to me because let's face it, we live in a fucked up world right now, and it's only getting more fucked up. And so I feel sorry for the younger generation right now because the world is so insane.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's our duty as people who've been around the block for a while, have these lived experiences, we've got to pass it on.
Yeah.
And give them the tools that they're going to need to navigate, through this crazy world.
Yeah, I think it's so true to do what we can to tell the kids that you don't have to be cool now. You don't have to kill yourself to fit in.
Yeah.
But you are not going to talk to the person 10 years later.
It's so scary, though, right now, what's happening on social media.
Social media is very, very bad for kids.
Yeah, and I feel bad. The mental health issues that, these kids are dealing with and the pressure and all these images that aren't even real.
They are fake.
They're so fake.
Yeah,
what's up with all these apps out there that make you look like a totally different person?
Photoshop apps.
It's beyond Photoshop.
It's also morph you into a different person.
Okay, I have friends who use these apps, and I'm like, I see them at an event, and then they post the next day.
Yeah,
and I'm like, wait, that's not what you look like.
They all look like a Sailor Moon characters.
Yes, and their legs are stretched out.
That's a giraffe pussy. That's not a human leg. I just when you Photoshop, make it a little different if you want to. You want to clear the background.
Clean up. Exactly. But don't make your legs look like 6 inches longer and then 20 pounds skinnier.
Yeah, next time I see you, I want to take you to the zoo. I'm like, you belong to the San Diego Zoo, honey. I don't want you to be here at the event.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like those images are, you put out these fake images. How are other people supposed to feel? And kids especially.
Yes.
And so that's why young girls are being more impacted than anyone else by this. And
Yeah,
so that's worrisome.
It's so much pressure. I
Yeah.
remember me being impacted by this weird beauty standard for not being bright, color light enough. My skin was too dark when I was a little
Me
girl.
too.
You were too, right?
Totally.
Tony was the same way. We're also dark East
Darker, yeah,
Asians.
exactly.
But
we're not that white
Yeah.
porcelain skin.
But Americans don't understand. They're like, no, you're not dark. Yeah, but for Eastern Asian standard, they think
We're totally,
we work at the farm. We are not gonna
like toiling in the fields.
Yeah, and also like if you're I literally I was in love with this boy in middle school. I read him love poetry. He's so handsome, so cute. He's good at school, and he just said to me, he's like, I think you are cute for a girl who's dark. But like I can't date you because my other friends are gonna make fun of me.
This was back in Asia.
Yeah, in China.
They said this, yeah.
Yeah, it's so mind fucking because that's the beauty standard. But for me, I was watching American shows. I seen Halle Berry being gorgeous. I'm like, she's dark like me. Like, what's wrong with this?
Yeah,
like, maybe something wrong with you guys.
The Asian beauty standard is still about that light
skin,
porcelain skin.
Skinny.
You know, yeah. Oh, and of course, super skinny. Yeah. And then all the cosmetic surgery that's taking place now.
Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't get. I was casting this TV show in China, but I need to lose 20 pounds.
They told you that.
Yeah, and also basically bleach my skin so I can get lighter. And they wanted to actually have my hair to cover my face. They said your face are too big for the camera. Do you know they have that in Korea too, right?
Yeah, they want that narrow skin.
Small
face.
They
don't want the round face.
Yeah, they don't like the round face.
Yeah,
your face look like a frying pan. I'm like,
oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you didn't do it though, right?
They have we did a haircut first, like to have a hair like this
to cover
cover my face.
Oh, geez.
But then I was eating spinach and I couldn't memorize the lines. I'm like, I'm so dizzy. Like I just
because you were like starving yourself.
So starving. I can't remember anything. They're like, oh, don't worry. There's voiceover. You just open your mouth and close your mouth.
Oh, so they were gonna cover your voice?
Yeah, they're like, we don't need you to speak. You just have to look skinny and white. And don't faint.
So did this?
I couldn't do it.
No,
I couldn't do it.
Ridiculous.
I did skin bleaching, and then I realized that I left.
Wait, did you do the skin bleaching?
I did the treatment with like the.
I don't even know what that entails. What do you have to
chemical
do?
You do it is go to your vein and bleach you. And I did 1 week. I just stood up. I'm like, I can't do it.
Wait, it's an injection?
Oh yeah, it's every injection and also like the lotion all over your body. It's like a tanning but bleaching. So I just said to myself, listen, lady, you left went to America because you feel like your skin's beautiful. There's something wrong about their idea about you, and then you found out that your skin is beautiful.
Yeah,
and you are all about loving yourself. And now you're gonna bleach your skin, lose 20 pounds, and cover your big face so you can be in TV shows, so you can become a star. But what are you? You're a fraud.
Yeah.
You are a fraud. Your job is advocating for girls to hate their skin color, for the girls who's dark to hate themselves.
Right.
I said, then I can't do this. I'm done. I'm going to go back to
LA
and do open mic.
Yeah, because you would have been miserable.
Yeah, also I can't really, I'm very hungry.
You would have been hangry all the time.
I'm hungry. I don't remember anything. Also, you don't have to act. You just be skinny and you stand there.
No, not worth it. Not worth it. But again, these images, this idea of perfection, and what does perfection mean in our society? It means like being thin and tall and, light-skinned or whatever, right? So we have to break down, we have to dismantle all of these stereotypes, right? And all these fake, false images, but I think it's getting worse. So that's why it's good that, more people have to talk about this openly and make it okay to be who you are and look like who you are. But here's the thing. Right now in Hollywood, right, the whole Ozempic craze, right, that diabetic injection that's making people lose weight.
So they can lose weight, and the people who actually need it,
there's a shortage.
Can't get it.
How fucked up is that? So people who are actually diabetic can't get the drug because all these shallow people want to lose weight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. Like, look at this. I love this. And I don't care. Like, if I suck it in, it's smaller, but like that's what's happening now because I had a big lunch and that's what I look like. And I'm fine.
See, that's awesome that you're doing that because, that's what
I don't look like I have abs. So, when I sit here, that's what you have.
People need to know that this is real.
But then, you can do this. But what you see people on the phone, on the
And you've had 2 kids.
magazine. Yeah, I had 2 kids. They have abs. I can do this, and like with like we would shade this place like it look darker and highlights here, so it
Yeah.
look like there's abs, and then you Photoshop it. It look like it's perfect.
Well,
But
you can do everything with
that's
Photoshop,
the
of
real
course.
body, and
Yeah.
I love this love handle. Nobody loved me, but like I would love this. I love myself, you know. Yeah, I just like I'm done. Like isn't
Well, I think, look,
yeah, how skinny can you be?
I have to confess that I think for many, many years, and even to this day, I will confess because I want to be very honest. When I was younger, I definitely, was obsessed with, body image,
Oh,
all
yeah.
of that, because you're a girl, because that's what you think about, and that's what you're, supposed to, look like a certain, image. And I went to an all girls high school. I went to an all women's college. So I was surrounded by, sort of girls and women wanting to always look a certain way. So there's that whole idea of body dysmorphia,
Oh, yeah.
and how people suffer from that
Mhm.
kind of psychological disorder. I don't think I suffered from that, but I do feel like a lot of us do have a slight kind of tendency to think that way.
Yeah, I
And
think
so
that's
that's
suffer
hard.
from
That's
that.
hard to break.
Yeah.
It is hard to break, and it's hard to get away from.
Yeah.
And I still sometimes struggle with it. It's like I kind of wonder, like, oh my gosh, am I going to gain weight if I do this? And as I age, I'm like, oh my god, am I going to gain weight because I'm going to like get into menopause, all that stuff. But it's that's life, right? We just have to like deal with it and get over it.
I think it's really amazing. The way we think of our body is like the way we think of our life. The older I got, the happier I am. That's why whenever I see women who are older, I just enjoy the freedom they have for being older, and
Yeah.
you are just happy. That's why you are engaged at 57. It's such a beautiful thing because you love everything about you, and
Yes,
the more you
it's
love you,
true.
the more you know how to love your husband, your fiance.
Well,
you enjoy
Yeah.
that actually just the loving you. And also like the way I see my body when I was younger, my body was much skinnier. I was competing for bikini things, whatever. My body, I have abs. I was very tight. I looked like more like the magazine. And now I had 2 babies, I just let it go. And I still eat healthy, but I looked much more like a magazine person than I am now when I was younger. I hate myself so much. I hate my waist are not tiny enough, and I hate my boobs
Yeah.
are not big enough, and I hate my face is too big. I hate everything. My legs not long enough. I hate everything about me. I was very miserable. I was a pretty young girl, but I hate myself so
Yeah.
much. Now I'm older, and like my stomach, my love handle
now
is
you're
out
like,
here
yeah, you're
for the world to
okay.
see, and I'm fine. I
Yeah.
don't care, and I love everything because this stomach gave me 2 beautiful babies.
Exactly.
I mean, my daughter is cuter, but still, 2 beautiful babies. My son, he's cute too, and and also like I'm healthy.
Yes. I
And-
think, okay, so we don't emphasize health over sort of like the superficiality
Yeah.
of like looks. So you're right. As we get older, certainly I can vouch for this. Once you hit 50, you don't give a fuck.
I love that.
Like as a woman, for sure, you're like, I don't fucking care what people think. I don't care who judges me because I just don't care.
Mhm.
And you have this like this newly found confidence as an older woman because you feel like, you know what? I've been around the block. I have these experiences. I know life a lot better than I did in my 20s and 30s for sure. And then you start really letting go of a lot of stuff, a lot of like other people's judgment, a lot of things that you had hangups about when you were younger. And that's a type of freedom that I can't really express until you get there, And when you talk to other women of this era
Mhm.
and this age, all of us say the same thing. It is, you feel liberated. And
Yeah.
why do you think I went gray? So I went gray during COVID because I was like, well, fuck it. We're all home. I don't want to color my hair anymore. So let's just see how it goes. And yes, sure. Yeah, I mean, there were times where I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to start coloring my hair. But I didn't. So I stuck it out. And now I'm like, I'm just letting the silver just fly because it is so liberating. It's such freedom. And I feel like
And
this
it's
is who I
beautiful.
am, now. It's just
Yeah.
like this is great. I don't need to pretend.
Yeah.
I don't need to cover my roots every 3 weeks, So yeah. Yeah.
You look fabulous. I
Thank you.
literally
I'm
last
happy with
year
it.
I did do
Yeah.
like the silverish highlights on my
Highlights,
hair
yeah.
like yours.
Uh-huh.
But it would look beautiful, but my hair couldn't handle the bleaching.
Yeah, once you stop using product, and bleaching is deadly to the hair, right? So once I stopped all of that stuff, and this is now all of my own hair, right? And it's so much healthier now. I don't have anything, breaking off, no dryness, none of that. So highly recommend it. Well, you don't have gray hair, so you're okay.
Not yet, but if my son keeps saying dumb shit, it may come out. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you're gonna just like keep your hair black now, right?
I think so. I like my black hair.
You should.
I like it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
And I want to make confession to you and to all of the Asian women in America or in Asia. So when I was a little girl, they are very long.
Your eyelashes?
My eye.
Oh, your eyes.
Eye.
Yeah, they
and
are.
I don't have double eyelid.
Wait, you do now?
I do. I'm gonna tell you what I did to my eyes.
Did you have surgery?
Yeah, and I just regret that more than anything.
Why?
Because sometimes like it itches because there's like not too much because I didn't go too far, but the thing is like I had to do it. Do you know when you were little, nobody's trying to tell me, oh, you want to look white, you want to look like a white person. I don't see any white person. It's just in China.
Yeah.
If your eyes are small, you are ugly. It's not like you don't look white. People are like, oh, you want to look white. You guys want to look. No, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's just like your eyes are tiny. You're ugly. So like my eyes they were not small. They were beautiful. I see my daughter's eyes and I remember how beautiful my eyes were. And I just mourn the loss of my younger me being buried with negativity, trying to be accepted. So what I did is that we have the double eyelid tape. Do you know those things?
Yes.
They're
absolutely.
they're like a bandage, but they're shaped like a little smiling face. Like you just tape on your eyelid.
Yeah.
When you are young, I was like
and
only
then
like a
creates
13.
that crease.
Yeah, the more you tape it, then it creates that crease.
My cousin did that, and that's how she created her double eyelids.
Yeah, because it keep cutting your eye, keep cutting it. It's like a bending the feet. It's the same thing, right?
Oh my gosh, I know.
Like a feet bending. It's the same thing. You fold it with
women do.
You fold your toe, fold it down and over,
and then your foot
break.
looks like this.
It's a fold.
Yeah.
So same with this. You fold it and then So she got it, but the problem about me is like one, I have a crease, another one doesn't.
Oh no! So you had like
So one muscle is very strong. They just like, hell no, I'm gonna be chinky all day, bitch. I love my eyes and you don't try to change me, bitch. Fuck off.
Oh my God.
Another one's like, make my eye big, please accept me, like me. And so one eye is like big, one is small.
Oh no.
It got worse because when I got older, like people started like, then people are doing surgeries. They were like, why do you have tape on your eye? Why I have tape?
So just one eye you had to tape.
I don't do the tape anymore because it's just like irritating because I start getting allergic to the tape. So whenever I put it on, there's rashes on it. So I can't do it anymore. Then I end up with
oh my God, mismatching eyes. Yeah.
It's very obvious.
Wait, so did you have surgery on one eye then?
That's a problem. I had it on one eye.
Okay.
But it's a different size. Because when you did it, it looked like the same. Because when it heals, because this eye, I don't know, something about this eye do not want to be changed.
Protest
just
eye.
Let me be Chinese. Can you just leave me alone, bitch?
Oh,
I'm the Chinese eye. I want chopstick. I want spicy cow's peanuts. Like I don't want burgers. This eye just refuse.
It was
protesting. It's smaller.
Oh man.
So it's still a different size. So I had to do a surgery on this eye to make it a little smaller.
See?
So it
once you start cutting, it's like there's no going back.
Yeah,
right?
So it's like I had surgery twice just to look normal.
Right.
It's like that's what people always say, don't fix things that are broken.
I know.
Don't fix things that's not broken.
It's true. It's
true.
It's
a confession. I know is my fans are be like, oh my God, it's all natural beauty. I'm not! Okay? No! I'm not. So that's
that's not okay. No, that's not such a big deal though. Like a lot of Asian women have the eyelid surgery. That's pretty common.
Yeah, don't have them.
Yeah, I was born with the double eyelids.
Yeah, yours are like so beautiful.
No, I mean
so natural.
Now that I'm getting older, it's I can feel my eyelids starting to like sag a little bit, and like the lid is getting a little bit thicker, over the eye. But yeah, no. A lot of Koreans for sure.
Yeah.
Have double eyelid
There's
surgery.
no shame in changing it, but I think more and more all the white people are doing fox eye lift to have the eye look like ours, and also I see my daughter. She just have the single eyelid, and her eyelashes are like curly, and she looks so adorable. I'm like, that was my eye, and now I when it's irritating, I can feel it's it itches a little bit. I'm like, why would I do that to myself? But I didn't know better.
So it itches from the surgery?
So whenever if I have a cold, you can see there's redness around the cut.
Oh, wow.
But it's not a big problem.
Okay.
But whenever I feel the sensation, I look at my daughter's eye. I just wish somebody who I look up to be like, your eyes are beautiful.
Don't need to do this,
It looks beautiful. Trust me. It's like a canvas. When you do makeup, you can do anything. Don't change it. Nobody told me that. People tell me do you want a husband? Or you want to be a widow, to be by yourself. Do your eyes are so small. If your eyes are bigger, it'd be prettier.
Yeah,
if you have a double eyelid, it'd be better.
But there is such an obsession with cosmetic surgery in Asia, and I use Korea as an example because I think they're one of the worst in Asia when it comes to doing surgery. I remember seeing this one photo, and it was disgusting actually. So one of the popular surgeries is to shave the jawline.
Yeah, for the V-shaped
Again, we were talking
face.
about how women want the narrow face, right?
V-shaped face.
So the surgeon goes in and shaves part of the jawbone off, right? So there was this popular surgeon in Korea, and he posted this picture, or somebody posted the picture, because he had this huge cylinder in the lobby of his office, a clear cylinder full of shaved jawbones. Full. Okay. It was almost like he was boasting about how many of these surgeries he did, but they were all shaved jawbones from all the surgeries. And I mean, that photo went viral for obvious reasons because it was so gross. But that's how obsessed they are.
It's so scary.
So they will do that to make their faces narrow.
Yeah, you have to look like that to be on TV.
Yeah, and the
Asia.
nose and the eyes, everything.
Square the jawline.
So if you look at all the K-drama, actresses, they all look the same.
They look the same, and they are so skinny.
They're
I
so
can eat all
skinny.
of them.
And the K-pop guys, get a sandwich. Jeez.
The K-pop boys, they are so skinny. Their skin's better than mine.
Oh, I met Eric Nam just recently, and I didn't even know it was him because I'm old. I have no idea. So I met him, and so I was noticing. I was like, God, his skin is so perfect.
Skinny because they have no extra fat. In Chinese, we call it the 360度没死角, like a 360 angles. There's no angle that's not perfect.
Oh
that
my
requires
God.
you to have zero body fat.
No fat, but his skin was perfection.
I know.
It was perfect. Yeah.
I would never date a K-pop star guy. I can't date a guy who's prettier than me. That's fucked up.
No way. No way.
After a show,
I wouldn't mind some skincare tips from
I would love to. But after a show, we go back to my car. Bad guys are gonna try to murder me so they can rape him.
Oh my God.
I can't.
You're probably right though.
Yeah, because they'll be prettier than me.
Way too pretty.
I think they spend so much time and energy, face masks, cucumbers, everything.
No, but all the treatments.
So much pressure and treatments.
Korea is really advanced when it comes to
They are super advanced.
Way advanced. Yeah. So they come out with the best technology for skincare.
Yeah.
And all the different microneedling and the
microneedling I like it.
Microneedling,
smaller. I was supposed to try, but I keep canceling because I can't have my face bleeding if I have shows every night. So when I take a break, I'll do it.
There's a new therapy that just came out that the Koreans developed last year that's supposed to be a game changer.
I want that.
Game changer.
Let's do it with Kimber and Tony Cole.
Well, who knows? Maybe Tony's already done. No, I'm not going to say. I don't want to spread vicious rumors. I take that back.
Yeah.
Tony but Korean technology is the best.
For skincare.
Is the best.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because Koreans are obsessed with beauty. And also K-pop drama is the only drama the whole Asia watches.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Well, not just Asia, the
America,
world.
The world. I also like K-pop. K-pop?
Yeah.
I'm actually so proud of K-pop.
Me too. I have to
It's
say.
like another wave of Bruce Lee.
Yeah, no. It's bigger because
It's a real
when I grew up in Ohio in the 1970s, so you
I
can
went to
imagine.
Kentucky for college, so let's talk
Okay,
about
so
that.
you know what it's like in that area of the country, you know. And so back then, of course, there were no Asians there. Well, there still aren't really that many there. But still, it was a difficult environment to grow up in. I got, called every kind of name in the book. Lots of racism, lots of bullying, lots of otherizing, lots of being treated like the perpetual foreigner all the time. So, I wanted to do everything I could to fit in, but it was a difficult environment to grow up in. So
It's so hard to fit in.
yeah, of course. So back then, I did not want anything to do with my identity. I didn't want to be Korean. I didn't want to be Asian. I wanted to be white. I wanted to have blue eyes,
Oh my God,
a
so
blonde
obsessed with
hair.
blue eyes.
So anything to be part of the norm, right? Part of the majority.
Yeah.
And so, if I had Korean food in my lunchbox or my friends would come over and they would smell the kimchi in my house and be like, oh, gross, all that bullshit, right? So I was ashamed. So I could have never imagined in my wildest dreams that someday Korean culture and drama and movies and music and all this shit would become so popular worldwide. Right? I could have never dreamed of that. So now that that's happened, it is such a proud moment for me because I'm like, oh my God, my culture is now being celebrated, and sought after. Language classes in college, one of the most popular languages now to learn is Korean.
Yeah, people want to go to Korea.
I could not have ever imagined that as a kid.
It's so good. It's happening because when our culture is celebrated, people understand it. It's a culture. It's not something foreign. Because xenophobic is people you don't understand the culture. You don't have a passport. You've never been to the places.
Right.
I feel like a K-pop. They train like athletes.
Oh yeah.
It's the way they live. Like they live for the stage.
Yes.
Everything looks so beautiful. Is because
it's
literally hardcore.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of my neighbor in Beijing. He's a big star in China, but his son is obsessed with pop music and dancing. So he's in Korea, training in becoming a K-pop band, and he's like a professional athlete.
Wow.
Like it's just like very disciplined.
I mean, it is. It's really, really rigid. And it's very hardcore. The training is really hardcore. The marketing, it's a machine, right?
It's a machine. Yeah.
The K-pop is a machine, but the criticism is that it's too severe, right? And so the pressure is tremendous.
It's a lot of pressure.
And that's why, unfortunately, the dark side is that's why you've had all these suicides of, Korean stars in their 20s. Because the pressure is
even movie stars in Korea, right? Because Korean soap opera, K-drama, is like the production is beautiful and the writing is like I think it's actually very interesting. I understand why like Hong Kong cinema went away, but like Korean movie is producing the best Asian films in Asia right now.
Yeah,
even like just like a. What is it? Is that more freedom in Korea for arts to write?
So here's the history. I'll give you a little history lesson. So about 20, 30 years ago, the Korean government made an effort, and it was a mapped out effort, and they wanted to start releasing Korean culture into the world. It's called Hallyu. It's called Korean Wave. So they wanted soft power that way, right? So through culture, through the arts, through media. So the Korean government put a shit ton of money behind this effort. So this has been a slow build, right?
Wow.
In terms of really promoting creativity, filmmaking, television, the arts, music. So this was really like a concerted effort on the Korean government's part. So that's why they built this machine of like marketing and training and all of that. So this is the fruits of, their efforts of decades of this effort. So that's why it's been really successful that way, and they've backed it all along.
Wow.
Right? Now it's like, it's stunningly successful, as we can see, right?
It's very impressive.
It's really impressive, but it has been produced.
That's
to be
very forward thinking of them.
It
do that.
really was forward. And also, plus, and I'll give my people some credit, they are super creative. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
the
Koreans are
Koreans
super
are
really
really
good.
creative, and I think Koreans are known to be very emotional. Out of all the Asians,
Mhm.
very emotional and
Yeah.
kind of like they put their emotions out there on to for everyone to see, whereas other Asian cultures might be a little bit more closed
Yeah,
off.
Koreans are different from Chinese and Japanese.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Koreans
they
are.
call you know what they say? They say Koreans are the Irish of the East.
I think so.
The reason why is
It's
because
cold. You guys
we're
drink.
very hot tempered,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah,
we show our emotions,
yeah.
and we can drink a shit ton of
Yes,
alcohol.
because
Yeah.
it's
So,
cold, right? You like
well,
me too.
I don't know. I don't know if it's because of the weather, but I mean, the Koreans can drink
I think
anyone
so.
under.
They are the Irish of the.
They can drink anyone under
They
the
can.
table.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Kimber beat
always.
me every day.
Yeah, I always say, do not challenge a Korean to a
Don't.
drinking game because you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So.
Yeah. I think it's very interesting.
Yeah, where are the cocktails here?
Where is?
Just
Do we
kidding.
have alcohol?
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Any?
It's too early. It's too early.
Oh.
Oh no, no! I don't drink anything that dark. It's like I can't
I
handle
like
like
a clear
whiskey.
liquor.
No, I can't drink bourbon, whiskey, anything that's like darker
I like
alcohol.
soju.
Soju's good, sake, and
Sake.
I love my champagne.
I love
I'm a
champagne.
champagne gal.
I think Coco Chanel said that I only drink champagne in 2 occasions. One I'm in love and one I'm not.
Yeah.
Isn't that cute?
I love
That's
that.
hilarious.
I
It's
love
like a
it.
badass bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
I think it's like Japan has been producing their culture with the manga and all of like of course like the Japanese they were building a lot of electronics
Yeah,
successful.
cars,
Yeah.
electronics. Yeah,
Then
exactly.
Korea
Yeah,
caught up with
Korea caught up. Yep.
yeah. I
Yep.
think they call the four little dragons of Asia is Japan, Korea, Hong Kong, and Malaysia. I think
Yeah.
Singapore maybe. I don't
I mean, well, there's a couple
There's more,
different
yeah.
ones now, right?
There's
Vietnam
more,
is
Vietnam.
definitely a country that's totally exploding,
Yeah.
right? Because they're all so smart. And the thing about Vietnam is so interesting. So I love Vietnam. I've been many, many times. What you realize when you go there, there's no old people. Why? Because so many of them died during the Vietnam War. So many people were killed.
Mm.
And so when you go to Vietnam, it's a very young culture in terms of the population.
Mhm.
So everyone is young, hungry, dynamic. They're smart. They're really driven. So Vietnam is exploding in terms of like their innovation and business
They're
and
very
success.
passionate.
Very passionate, and they're fucking smart.
Yeah.
And the food is to die for.
I love Vietnamese.
Oh,
So fresh.
It's so
I
good.
love the basil, the lime.
I love
and
it.
the
I could eat.
broth.
I could eat Vietnamese food, Thai food, Korean food, of course,
I
every
just had
day.
Korean food. I had a bone broth in Koreatown for
Delicious.
lunch.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I
Oh.
think Vietnamese food is like my when I'm sick, I eat pho or like
Yeah, pho is amazing.
yeah or
Yeah.
Korean
I
bone
mean,
food.
look, I mean, again, we're a little biased, right? But I
Mhm.
just think Asian cuisine is like the best.
It's really amazing. It's good.
I just, there's
Yeah.
no arguing.
Yeah,
I think, to me.
I have a problem. Like I had 2 husbands because I could like
So you did have 2 husbands. I wasn't sure. See, like we haven't known each other for that long, so it's not like I've pried into your personal life that much. But so you've been married twice.
yeah. The first one was my college sweetheart.
Uh-huh.
And, he's a nice guy, but I was too young and stupid, and I didn't. How to say? Like I let him. I let him go. I didn't take care of that marriage, and I
Oh,
regret it a
okay.
lot. But there's a lot lesson to learn.
Okay.
He was like an angel, like just a wonderful human being,
Mm.
great person.
And you
And
were a
second one,
bitch?
yeah, I
What?
was a county bitch.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
it wasn't. Yeah, but I grew up.
can't imagine that at
Yeah,
all. I'm
I
just
would.
kidding.
I would.
Go ahead. Okay, so that was your fault. you
Yeah,
could
it was
say.
my fault for
Okay,
sure, and
okay.
he's very happy now
Okay.
without me. Yeah,
Aw.
yeah. But like the second one is just like I was. I think I was just like sometimes you don't think through things. You fall in love, and you got married too fast, and it
But
wasn't too
but-
fast.
but-
It's like 6 months. It
Okay,
wasn't that
but
bad.
was there a reason why you wanted to get married a second time? Like, did you feel pressure? Did you feel like, okay, I can't be
I
alone?
didn't feel
or
pressured, but I cannot be alone is one of the things I want
Okay.
to talk about.
right?
That is not like a. It's
I think
not
women-
something good about me.
No,
that
but I
want
think
to
a lot of
share.
women
So
feel that way.
I want
They-
to share this. So
Yeah.
when you feel that way, don't feel bad.
right.
It's a process.
Exactly.
It's a process. And
Being
right now,
alone is okay.
Yeah.
It's like you got to be comfortable with that.
exactly. I was. I think I was. I was afraid of myself, and I wasn't taking care taking the time to understand who I am. And I just really wanted to do things with just like be married, be with somebody else, so I don't have to be alone.
Yeah.
Because I can't face myself. Because I was I conflict myself, and I just, to be honest, I didn't like myself. I did not like myself. I don't think I am enough.
Right.
Even though I appear as confident or fun, but I didn't like myself.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'm good enough. I didn't. It was a lot of things that I need to learn to be with myself, and that's why I'm single, and I want to be single for a while.
Yeah.
To spend time with myself, to understand who am I, what I need.
I mean, look, it sounds corny, but it's true. You do have to love yourself first.
Yeah, if you don't, it's going to be problematic.
Exactly, because you cannot expect somebody else to fill that space, that void, that emptiness, and think that everything is going to be A-okay. That's where people get really fucked up, by looking for somebody else to fill them.
Yeah.
That bullshit line from Jerry Maguire, "You complete me."
Oh my!
That's a terrible line.
It's awful.
It's a terrible line that is so misleading. And I think a lot of people feel like, oh, if somebody comes into my life, they're going to fill this emptiness, when that emptiness should be filled by you first. Right?
Oh my God. It's so amazing. I think me don't like myself. I think my value is based on what I achieve.
Sure.
That's what I thought my whole life, leading to my failed marriage, my second one. Also, that's also what destroyed my first marriage, is that I don't love myself. He loved me. He was actually pretty good for me. That if we were together, I think I've dated other men. I've seen a lot of people. I'm older now, and I know that one is a keeper.
Yeah.
But it's too late. Yeah. But because as a young little Asian girl, my whole Chinese girl, like my worth is based on what do you do in school. Did you behave? Do you not cause any problem? You know, it's like how much I score, like what I achieved.
Yeah.
How well did I do in the painting class? Like everything. So I see my worth on what I achieved. So I don't see me as I am resilient. I'm hardworking. I am kind. I'm a good friend. I don't see those as values. I see, of course you have to do this, but they are not, how much money you make this year.
Right.
Right. That's what I see myself.
I mean, I think
for a long time.
I think especially for girls and women, we don't value ourselves as human beings.
Yes.
Right. And what we bring, our character, our values, all of that. And so, and especially in Asian culture, I think we are, pressured to feel like we are our achievements.
Yeah.
Right. Or else we're nothing. Yeah. Right. So we got to, again, change that narrative. In terms of, girls have to realize that they have value. Yeah. They have value just being them. Yeah. Right? Being their full selves. Yeah. So I think as we get older, we start realizing this, but still there's a lot of people out there who don't and are still searching, constantly searching for somebody
Find the right guy.
or something.
Finding the right guy. Yeah. Yeah. You don't need a man. Like you actually don't need a man. When you love yourself, the right man come along and you know when he's there. You don't have to go on dating apps to find that man.
But well,
you are gonna meet him when you are ready.
Said that, I did meet my fiance online.
Nice.
During the height of COVID, when we were all on solid lockdown, right? And nothing was happening. And I did a show on dating in the time of COVID-19 on what was the May Lee show. Now it's called Shoes Off Inside. But so I was like, this is so interesting. Dating culture has changed because of COVID, right? Because people couldn't hook up anymore. They couldn't be like, yo, yeah, let's meet at the bar and then hook up. So I met, Andre during that time online. So we had to do old school dating, meaning we were on the phone, we would do video conferencing.
That's so
for
cute.
Several weeks.
He met you through your show.
No, because of the show that I did, I was inspired thinking, oh, this is interesting. I wonder if this is really true, that dating has changed and people are looking for more quality rather than just like, screwing around. So I decided to use myself as a guinea pig and I went online thinking, I don't know if I really believe this. And within 1 week, I met him.
That's beautiful. But that's you met him because you were doing you.
I was doing me.
You're being Mei Lee.
Exactly.
You did your show. And I'm going to explore this.
Right. And I was at a point in my life where I was very happy with who I am,
I'm
was living a
proud.
very full life.
Yeah.
So again, it's not like I wanted to get married because of financial reasons or
Yeah.
because I wanted to have kids or some sort of pressure that a lot of people put themselves through, right? Like we feel like, oh my God, we're running out of time. The biological clock is
Yeah,
ticking.
that's what I felt like. If I don't get married and have kids around 30, I'll be a complete loser because I'm already not really doing well with anything. My mom is going to disappoint. My mom is going to freak out. I can't disappoint her more because I was born with no penis. That was already like a bad thing. And then I didn't go to Peking University, which I should go.
Yeah.
I went to China, Kentucky. I went to America, went to Kentucky. You know, it's just like there's 3 strikes. Like I need to this man looks good, fine, nice, like good on the paper, nice to me. Like I think I love him. Maybe I love him because he make me feel like I'm going to achieve the things I need to achieve for society. I don't know what it is, but I did not love myself. I basically just look at what I've done and it's not good enough. And now I actually love myself, and also loving myself gave me the boundaries.
That's good.
One guy is like, do you want to go this place with me? I'm like, no, I got to work. And he got mad at me. I'm like, fuck off.
Good.
My work come first.
Well, it's whatever you need to do you, like you said, I was doing me.
Yeah.
And so that's the most important. It's like we have to be, this is an overused word, I know, but we have to be authentic. We have to be real.
Yeah.
Right? With ourselves, and then we have to exude that.
Yeah.
Right? To the rest of the world, or else like everything is phony and inauthentic and disingenuous.
Yeah.
So again, when I met Andre, I was like, absolutely 100% who I am now, very comfortable with or without relationship. And I think that's why I was finally ready. Yeah. Because I was like, I want a relationship. If I'm going to be in a relationship, it better be enhancing my life.
Exactly.
It better add to my life.
Exactly.
Right? Not fill a gap, not completing me, any of
completing
those
is
stupid lines.
Toxic.
Exactly. So I think that's where I was finally ready to receive it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So it's, working so far. I mean, and again, I don't even know if we're going to get technically married. That's the other thing.
You never know.
I don't know. I don't know.
The beauty of it.
We're engaged, so there's a commitment, but yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
Can you see me in a poofy white gown walking down the aisle? I don't think so.
I think so, but you won't wear a traditional white gown though.
No.
You're going to wear something super cool.
Maybe.
Like a linen.
Linen?
White, like a...
Oh, God, no. Girl, linen makes me insane. It's like you sit down for a second, it's like... it's so wrinkly. No, not linen.
I don't know. Like
I can't do linen.
I feel like you'll be like a...
You have to follow me down the aisle with a steamer.
Yeah, I'll follow with a steamer with my stylist.
Okay.
Yeah. My daughter will be the little flower girl with her small Chinese eyes.
I need to meet her.
She's very cute. She's very cute. She's like me. She's very feisty. My son is a people pleaser. He's like a puppy. My daughter is a dog, cat. So they are different species, but they are... Yeah, I just really felt like boundaries is what I learned for as an Asian woman to find my voice. I felt like whenever like some man who is older, more authoritative, and more powerful, I think they know more than I do. And when they put their hand on my arm, I don't like. I just say
no. Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm just like. I just want to say, can you move your hand? But I don't want to be rude. Am I being rude? Am I being obnoxious? And I just don't say anything. Next thing you know, they put their hand on my cheek and just like kiss my cheeks and move their lips to my lips. I'm disgusted.
Wait, this happens now?
No, when I was little.
Oh, when you were
like 23, 22. No, now I'm like, get the fuck out.
Exactly. I was going to say, that can't be happening now. No, but again, I'm glad you're sharing this because I think
I know it's embarrassing for me to say, but I don't feel embarrassed because we are here, so people understand I'm not born a bad bitch. I was a little girl who wanted to do the right thing, and who
we all were. So many of us were like that.
Yeah, I don't feel embarrassed. If that's what's happening to you, do not be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
But this is how you learn. And again, it's all the programming, again, that we're supposed to be good little girls and just kind of like say yes to everything. But obviously, this world is changing and we, have evolved, thank God, to know that, you know what? You need to stand up for yourself. You need to say no. And again, especially as Asian women, I think women of color in general, are made to feel less than.
Yeah.
We're the ones who are like the lowest on the totem pole.
Yeah.
We're mistreated. We're dismissed.
Mhm.
We don't climb up the ladder of success. We're not in the C-suites. We're not on corporate boards, because we're less than.
Mhm.
So we have to fight harder,
Yeah.
right? We have to be louder.
Yeah.
And we have to push back even more.
Yeah.
It's exhausting. It is
But
exhausting.
but do it.
We have to do
Be
it.
loud. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why how I do in comedy is that people ask me how can you do this? You are a woman of color with an accent,
Yeah.
and yet you are setting out and you are just doing it. You're just like, I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't see
Amazing.
myself as
I
a
think it's
woman of
amazing.
color with an accent. I want to fucking do this shit. I want to take over. I want to become a great comedian. I just go on stage over and over and over and over until I got good. And I just keep doing it every day. I ask myself, are you going to get sick if you do those 2 shows tonight? If the answer is no, I'll go there and push myself. I come home and I do more work and I go to sleep. And then sometimes I have to take an extra nap in the afternoons because I will get sick.
Yeah.
For the past 4 years, my boundary is like, are you gonna get sick if you keep doing this extra show? That's what I did to myself. And now I can take a breath. Like I don't have to push. Like I'm gonna get sick. I like too exhausted, and that's what I did. And it's not pretty. I do 10 shows every day.
Oh
I was hosting 10 shows because I already starting late. I don't have time to hang out and do weed and play, sit around and just like chat. I need to get on stage and understand why I fucking suck until I don't suck, until I get better. When I start to do better and better, I just worked my ass off.
But you love it.
And I love every minute of it.
You have to love it to be able to.
I love it. I
handle
cannot
that kind of
imagine
schedule.
my life without this.
Yeah.
And I felt that's one of the most powerful to help with my mental health when I was going through this very, very severe mental abuse. My previous marriage, the last one, and it was being very difficult. So I think being on stage talking about my feeling helps me.
Sure.
So much.
It's like therapy.
It's therapy.
Yeah.
And if being good at something, it's just so intoxicating. Like it's my drug.
Yeah.
It's literally my vice is go on stage.
Yeah.
I love it so much. I'll do it for free.
Wow.
I just love it so much. I mean, not really because people paying me, but
yeah, exactly. Don't do it for free.
no. But if I'm just around, we are at events and you're like, hey, do you want to say something? Do you want to do it? I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
I'll always be ready.
Yeah.
I love it so much. And
Isn't
I'm
it
so
amazing
happy.
how life works that way, where you never thought that you would be a stand-up comedian?
I've
That
never
thought
imagined.
didn't even
I was
occur to you.
I stuttered as a little kid for a
Yeah.
while. Like there's no way in hell I can make people laugh in a second language.
Yeah. No, that's what. When I first saw you perform, I'm like, damn, I cannot believe this woman is doing stand-up comedy.
In my second
in
language.
your second
I couldn't
language.
speak English when I was 18.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
that is pretty impressive.
It's literally jumping off a building like, in a second language.
Yeah.
Like screaming, help me, Joa! You have to, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I am crazy and I love being crazy. I love when people call us crazy psycho bitches. Whatever
you
you
gotta
call
take
us.
the risk.
I'm going to be loud. I'm obnoxious.
Yeah.
Like, I have a voice now. I'm going to be.
Take the risk.
Okay.
Always take the risk,
Yeah,
you know?
take the risk.
I mean, don't be
Jump.
stupid about it, but
Yeah.
yeah, take the, I was watching Oprah many years ago because I love Oprah. And this woman, she was interviewing this woman. She said the greatest line because she had like gone through all this, terrible sacrifice and lost everything. She said she turned her life around because she said, I realize if you take the leap, the net will appear.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a great
That's
line.
beautiful.
So just jump.
And I did. I jumped.
You did.
I bet on my career to leave, to break the marriage. And I bet on the career I would have one so I can have the children with me.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah. Good for you.
I had nothing.
Yeah.
Because I stopped working for him. I was financially well-to-do before I married him, but I gave up my job because he was so much wealthier to just, being his wife.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I left everything for him, and I had nothing. And I just know that's why I work 10 hours a day, so I can take the children with me.
Yeah.
That's what drove me so hard to focus and get better.
Going back to how we started this conversation, mothers, they make the sacrifice,
Yeah.
right? Because they want their children to be better,
Yeah.
and have a better
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what you did.
I'm so happy that my daughter is gonna keep her small eye. I'm like, you are gonna keep your beautiful eye. That's what Kendall Jenner wanted. The fox eye.
I didn't realize that was a trend among the white people, but
It's a
okay.
trend now. The rich white people, they want to look exotic.
God. The shit that people do is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like, that's why, I wanted to describe the like cringy details of when I was a young girl. I couldn't say no to a man who want to kiss me.
But, again.
I want to. I'm disgusted. Then you feel shameful.
This is where girls are taught to be nice and just kind of take it. But that culture hopefully has been changing.
Yeah.
In recent years.
Yeah.
And so girls as young as your daughter they have to start being educated that way, saying, no, you have the power.
Yeah.
Don't let anyone take that power away from you.
Yeah. It's my mother was very protective. It's actually the first time I talk about it. I want to talk to you about it because I think I feel very safe with you. I was learning painting classes in the summer in China when I was little, like 7 or 8. And I remembered my mom always tell me, obey the teacher. Don't make him angry. Just work hard, do the good painting.
Okay.
Just make sure you don't make the teacher angry. Whenever he asks you to do something, just do it. Don't be loud. Don't try to find excuse to be lazy.
Okay.
Be on time and do your painting. I didn't know anything, but I remember we would have homework and then we bring back the painting. The teacher would vote who's the best painting. And the winner, in exchange, the teacher is going to teach, but hold your hand to draw a painting and kind of like as a reward. And he always put me on his lap.
Oh, no. How old were you?
I was like 7, 8. I was uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to do it. I said, can I just stand here?
Because you could already feel the vibe.
Yeah. I said, can I stand here?
Yeah.
You can teach me. He insists I stand on his lap. And he make everybody be like, if you being as good as Jiaoying, you can have this as well treatment as like a teacher's favorite, whatever.
Teacher's pet, yeah.
Teacher's pet. And it's been like one whole summer. Next time I go back to the school. And then my mom she had time. She goes, how was the painting class? I said, Mom, my painting was the best. She goes, good. Can I see it? I brought another painting from the teacher with me. I was like, this is my reward. I got, the teacher was holding my hand to paint it. She goes, when? I said, yeah, I just, how? I said, I sit on his lap, he hold me. But I didn't like it though. I just feel like it's weird.
Yeah.
I didn't say weird, like it's uncomfortable. I'm big and I don't want to sit there, but he insists that.
Okay.
My mom just lost her mind. She goes, oh, I'll see you later. She went there, she called people, she moved all of the furnitures out, and she bribed people. In China you can bribe people, and she knows, I don't know, whatever happened. We went back after lunch. The whole place is gone and locked.
With the whole school?
Like it's like a summer, like a class, painting class, the whole class.
So she did something to make it shut down?
Yeah, and she got him kicked out of his
Good
lease.
for your mom.
He's gone. He's no longer teacher anymore.
Okay, that's like very
gangster.
That's like very un-Asian female of her to do.
Very un-Asian female.
I'm saying that's a good thing. That's
it's a good thing.
Amazing.
I said, wow, Mom, where's the teacher? Where's the class? She goes, oh, his wife died. He moved back because he's from a different province. He moved back. His wife died. Then I realized that. I said, so I don't have to go to class anymore. She goes, no. She goes, do you want to paint? I said, I don't like to paint. I feel weird. And I don't know if we can open about sex, but I can't enjoy, I can have intercourse, but I can't really enjoy any oral sensation sexually. It just, because whenever I sit, when I feel something hard next to me, I just want to vomit.
Really?
Because I don't want to sit there. He grabbed my hand. But then also I want to think it's a good thing because it's a reward.
Okay.
And
wait. So, okay, now we're going to get...
It's not one day.
Now we're going to get a little
graphic. It's like 30 days.
So wait, so he when you sat on his lap...
Yeah, he had erection.
You would feel his heart on. Okay, gross. Oh.
And I wanted to try to slap down and to stand there. He pushed me back. So,
okay.
so I can have intercourse, I can have sexual pleasure, but like anything foreplay and things like that,
Really?
I
You
just
still have this trauma.
I have the trauma. I need to work through that.
Yeah, you do.
because
That's terrible.
I don't understand why my friend she has the podcast Girls Gotta Eat. Her name is she has this like sex toy vibes only. She's like, oh, it's like it's great, you know, you're gonna have foreplay. I can't do this. She's like, what? Then I start to think about what's wrong. What do I think about? What I think about the memory that I want to slide down. He just grabbed me back, put my hand on the
Wow.
painting. So I was confused. It's not one day; it's a whole summer,
Okay.
2 summers.
Oh, this
Well,
was going on for 2 summers.
Yeah, until one day my mom is my father is an alcoholic, but now he's better. He recovers. So my mom is like literally like a single mom. She works, she has restaurant, she works all day.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have time to talk to me.
Right.
But finally, like she just like, hey, you know, can I see your painting? I want to see what I'm paying for.
Okay.
Then I showed her this, and she asked me, how do you? This looks
Oh.
better than your painting. I see.
But the fact that your mom figured it out that quickly.
she just stood up
Yeah.
and she went
And
there.
then took care of business.
She spent the money to bribe people to just you can't
Dang.
explain. There's no pedophilia.
Right.
Nobody know even that's
yeah,
a
exactly,
pedophile.
exactly.
She's
but
like, that person is a bad person. I want him to. I want you to. I want to
want
pay his
out.
lease double, and he has to be gone. And she
okay,
just
your
did
mom's
that.
kind of a badass.
She's a bad bitch.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a bad bitch. My
Yeah,
mom's
no,
a
no, no.
bad bitch. and
That's a pretty
I'm
extraordinary
traumatized.
story.
That's why, like, I
But-
want little girls. If
But
you feel
need
uncomfortable,
you need to deal with this trauma.
I need
Because
to talk
clearly
to
it still
somebody.
bothers you.
it bothers me. I don't
Yeah.
enjoy for. I can't. I just I pretend that I'm okay, but I was like,
That's
just don't
not
touch me.
good. Yeah, that's
And
not good.
yeah, I realized that's why I wanted to open up with this because it's embarrassing, but it happened to me. I didn't choose that to happen to me.
No,
But
of
I
course
just
not.
I wanted to get down. Because that's why like sexual abuse to children is very when people have authority over them. It's like they
Oh, it's the
they think
worst.
it's a word. Like it's a word that I got to sit on his lap.
Yeah.
But for me, I know there's a boner and I don't want it.
But I mean, look, child molesters, people like that, it's all about control,
Mhm.
right? They know they can control the child, right? And that is the most disgusting crime because you're preying on this innocent little kid who can't do anything about it. They don't even know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening.
Right? And then they use their power to abuse this child. And
Yeah.
it's just the most disgusting act. I think all child molesters, honestly, I think they should like be castrated.
I think so.
I think
it's-
I mean,
I
don't
think
you
so.
think that's a fair?
so.
I think that's a fair
don't-
verdict.
Yeah, they should be vanished. I actually I remember I tell my mom. I said, Mom, I don't want to be in this painting class. She goes, don't be lazy.
Mm,
She said, what's wrong with it? I said, I can't tell you, but I just don't like it because I don't know what to say.
yeah.
I can't say my teacher has a boner wants to rape me.
Right.
I just I know there's a hard on, but I just don't know what it did.
And it was only you
Only me. I'm the only kid, I guess. Because
Well, that you
I
know
was
of.
the best
Who-
at painting.
in that class, but who knows if he did that in other classes or to other
In other,
students.
oh, I'm pretty sure for other kids,
Yeah.
but in my classroom, whenever I won, he always put me on his lap. Other girls, he just stand there, or boys, to paint with them. But for me, I had to be on his lap.
Oh God. Ugh. I'm so sorry that happened.
I did, at least I didn't mind. I was dark. It's fucked up. But like, when the children, I feel like when the kids tell their parents something, when they can't explain it, I think you should investigate.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Don't be short about it. Just investigate.
Right.
They don't know what it is.
No, no.
So you investigate who's your teacher, what happened,
Yeah.
go there and try to figure it out because
and then believe them.
believe them.
Yeah, exactly.
My
Wow.
mom, she I didn't even tell her why. I got angry. I'm like, no, I'm not lazy. I just don't like. I don't want to go. It's too hot. I don't want to go to school. It's so hot for the summer.
You never said like I don't like the teacher.
I said I don't want to say that. I thought if I say that, he would not award me the best painting because I had the best painting. My mom is like bragging about it.
Oh, because of again, it's all
See?
about achievement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why me wanting achievement, I keep sabotaging myself
Mm.
for achievement. Like I don't want to piss off this person. I could have a good job at that. Like I could get a good acting job if I don't push him away when he want to kiss me. You know, but I want.
Well, I mean, come on. That's like
I want to
what
vomit.
happened in Hollywood with Harvey Weinstein. That's why the whole Me Too movement happened. You know, because this is how power works.
Yeah. Also,
right?
like I love dicks. Like if I want to fuck you, I'll fuck you. Like it's not like I hate men.
Yeah.
I just when I don't want it, fuck off.
Well, yeah,
When
exactly.
I want it, like I will let you know.
No means no. Yeah.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
means no. If I want something, you'll know.
Exactly.
I'll jump on you. I'll fuck you like nobody else. Like you know. It's not a question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like I think girls should own their, own your sexuality.
Own your sexuality, but you also should value it, right, and not give it away.
No.
Because you feel pressured
Nobody
or you
can
feel
pressure
like you
you.
have to or
Yeah.
anything like that. So, Jane Fonda said this in an interview when she was in her 70s, I think. And she said, the one thing I wish I knew, back then, what I know now is that, I should have valued myself more and my sexuality, and that it was something that I owned rather than just giving it away.
It's so profound.
I think so. I think that's a really valuable lesson for young girls to know.
Because
you can't get it back. You know what I mean?
can't.
I mean, and I'm not saying like everyone should stay pure and virginal forever, but it's like it's something that you can't get back.
No.
And it should be valued.
Yes.
Right? It shouldn't just be given away to any schlep,
Yes.
who wants to fuck you, right?
Yeah,
Because that's the
exactly.
thing. It's just like I
Yeah.
think that needs to be instilled, especially in young women.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's like a part of your piece of your soul.
Yeah.
Piece of your heart. It's something
Yes.
you have control over. You
Exactly.
decide what you want to do with it.
That's right. Exactly. Our bodies,
Yeah,
right?
our body's ours.
Right now what's happening is like it's like our bodies, our decisions. It's like no, now the government and people are trying to step into that and take away our rights, and that's fucking bullshit too. So what's happening now? There is a war, and now I'm getting political.
Yeah.
There is a war on women
Mm-hmm.
right now in this country, and it's scary. It is scary. So we have to be educated. We have to really be aware of what's happening and not ignore it, because it is getting a little bit frightening what's happening with government, state legislatures, laws. I think that's Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
All of this stuff is happening. So women definitely have to start speaking up and really pushing back, because we could be going down a very dark road.
Yeah, we need to know we have the power and the right.
We do.
We have the pussy.
Yes.
People
Power of the pussy, man.
The pussy is the power, because that's where the baby come out. That's where
right.
Every man, they work hard. They want to have the good pussy. That's what they work for. You can't have it.
Exactly.
I say no.
We should have.
Yeah.
We have control of
decide.
that, right?
Yeah.
We decide. But now these guys are trying to decide.
We decide what's coming
These
in, what's
lawmakers
coming
are
out.
trying to decide. It's like no. We cannot relinquish that control.
Yeah, it's a
But that's-
Chinese restaurant. I decide who's coming in, who's coming out. I have the right to refuse service for you to come in or come out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, I think we just need to understand we actually have the power. They can't take it away.
Yeah.
Something we actually have.
We cannot stand by
No.
on the sidelines and watch this happen. I'm just saying we really have to pay attention to
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so powerful. I am so happy to have you.
So good to be here.
Where can we find you online?
You can find me at our show that I have. It's called Shoes Off Inside. And my co-hosts are Kelly Hu and Tamlin Tamita.
Love them.
Legends in Hollywood,
Legends.
of course. And they're very outspoken like me. We're all older, wiser. We all are going gray and
Amazing.
just kind of
Amazing.
being like, fuck it. We
The
love
Platinum Club.
Yes, we love it. We love it. And so that's the show on YouTube and also on all podcast platforms.
Awesome.
Obviously on Instagram and Facebook and all that. And then I'm also a professor. I teach journalism. I am at USC, but I'm about to become a full-time professor at Chapman University.
Amazing.
Starting in the fall.
Where is it? Where's
Yeah.
Chapman?
In Orange, the city of Orange,
my
in Orange
God.
County.
Oh my God, you're gonna be in SoCal.
Yeah, well, I am in SoCal.
I saw you are. You spend a lot of time in San Francisco.
No. That's only because I've seen you in San Francisco a couple times. No, I've been in SoCal for many years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's
so-
perfect.
So I'm here.
Oh my God.
I'm
you are
here, babe.
We should hang out.
We should definitely
my
hang
God.
out. Well, we just saw each other last night. So.
Yeah, it's amazing. I just want to tell you guys, I'm touring Tiger MILF tour. Buy the merch so I can buy diapers for my son. My daughter, she's fine. She's smarter. She knows how to use toilet. And May 24th, New York is sold out. May 29th, Philly is almost sold out. Seattle, May 11th, first show sold out. The second show is limit tickets. And I also added a weird show, 4:30 in Tacoma at June 10th. because
4:30 is that like the
4:30
senior
p.m.
citizen special?
Yes,
or
it's
something?
for the older people, for Zaddies.
Ah,
Come out, Seattle people. And also, there's like Texas. I'm coming to Texas and North Carolina. Yeah, get tickets. I'll see you, and we will talk. Come to see me live. Love you guys. Bye,
woo.
Tiger Cubs.